Hello, hello, hello. I hope all is well with you and your families. You made it to Friday. Thank God, right? Thank God it is Friday. Jesus. You know, with everything going on in the world, I am just curious. You know, you got a lot of things to complain about, but do you realize you have many things to be thankful and grateful for? Like, seriously, like the Lord woke you up today. Someone else did not wake up. You're able to speak. Someone else literally cannot, right? You're able to walk. Someone else is in a wheelchair. You know, Jesus. You're able to breathe. Someone is on a ventilator. You have a roof over your head. Someone else is trying to figure out where they're going to sleep tonight. Yeah. You've got a freezer full of food. Yeah. Someone is trying to figure out where they're going to get their next meal. Oh gosh. You've got clothes on your back. Someone's trying to figure out where they're going to get their next clean pair of underclothes. Yeah. You got like 10 pairs of shoes when a person walking around with holes in their shoes and in their soles. Yeah, but you're complaining. Yeah. All of your children are alive and well. People like myself have buried a child, have living children and grandchildren that they're grateful for. But you have all your living children and you're still complaining. Jesus. You know, it's just amazing how we just love to complain. We love to find something wrong. But we never want to look at what is good and be grateful. Isn't it amazing? Yeah. You know, you're complaining you got to get up and go to work, but there's people who cannot find a job. And you've got a job and your bills are paid. Yeah. You know, you're complaining that you don't have extra money, but according to the Bible, the Lord supplies all your needs. It had nothing to do with your wants. Yeah. But we don't like to talk about that part because we want the abundance. Yeah. You know, see, I had 4 days off from work, which were much needed days off. Glory be to God. Thank God for PTO, right? You know, and when I got to work yesterday, and you know, the bulletin board that they send, my name was on it for a 100% incentive. You know, no one on this earth is going to make me believe that my giving from a cheerful heart is in vain. You know, I have constantly been helping people in the United States, on TikTok, in Africa, local churches, my children. And I tell you all the truth. You know, sometimes I'm like, God, you have me giving them my savings. And he'd be like, because it's in your savings. You're saving up for something, but they need it now. So then when you look at your savings account, you look at all the accounts, you like, man, I've exhausted all my funds, but yet all my bills are paid. Yeah. All my bills are paid. Yeah. On time. Yeah. The people I've helped, including my children, everyone seems to be doing just fine, right? Yeah. So it's about helping in a time of need, not in a time of want. It's about helping in a time of need. And the Lord will let you know who has the need. You are the answer to someone else's prayer. Many of you are so stingy and you don't give, even for simple reasons like you don't like the person or because you feel like you don't know the person personally. And I tell y'all the truth, you know, I've seen more gratitude with me giving to strangers than giving to people that I know. Yeah. You know, like local churches, they expect you to give, so there's no gratitude in that. They expect you to do it just because they got a title in front of their name. And Lord knows, if you're not a cheerful giver, don't give. Family members, they are like you're entitled to give because you're their family, right? But the stranger that you give to show so much gratitude, so much appreciation, and are humbled because the Lord placed them on your heart to give to them for their need. Yo, it's a different type of thing. I'm telling you the truth. And I sit back, I self-evaluate, and I look at how people treat you who feel like you are entitled to give to them, and then the ones who don't even expect it, and the gratitude, the humility is absolutely amazing. And when you give from a cheerful place, the Lord gives you back 100-fold. So understand, I'm looking at that and I'm like, wow. So I've got that to expect on my next paycheck. Glory be to God. And the truth of the matter is, I'm trying to get some things paid down that I had the savings for, because I was going to pay them off in advance. And the Lord was like, you got payment plans for these things, like, that's been set up. You keeping a long credit history to build your credit, daughter. Like, I know you want to get this thing gone, but no, this is building your credit. So, God have to put me in my place sometimes, because I be trying to get stuff paid off. I can't stand bills. I don't like bills. I don't like bills to be behind. Like, I'm just being real. Majority of the time I pay my bills in advance because I don't like being behind on anything. And that's just the whole truth as well. And that's why the Lord knows he can trust me with my resources. So then, hey, this is just so beautiful. But like, when I saw my name on there and it was like the 100% incentive, I said, boy, this Lord, can't nobody tell me that the Bible is not real. Jesus, a cheerful giver, not out of compulsion, manipulation. Jesus, cheerful. When you're always giving, it's like, dang. But at the same time, when you know the Lord has blessed you to give, because you were doing this before you were converted for his name's sake, you're reaping what you sow, good or bad, right? Like, that's just the principles in giving, in all honesty. So when you think of it that way, it's just like, man, the Lord is just good and he's worthy to be praised. But the cheerful giving, man, like, it's a real thing. And when you're a cheerful giver, you give because you love to help others. It is a heart posture. You love to help others. Helping others make you feel like, Lord, I thank you. Like, because you don't mind helping others. When the Lord placed the person on your heart, like complete strangers that are in the parking lot, and he tells you to give. He'll tell you to go buy coats and go buy strangers clothing, like all these things. And are you going to be obedient? Like, I am always obedient to that. Like, it is just amazing. The stranger I see, buy them food. The stranger I see, go buy them a coat. Like, there's so many ways that God uses me locally and then internationally. And I just love the Lord for that, because he knows that I'm going to be obedient. He knows that I'm going to give. He knows that I know that there's not anything on this earth that I can take with me when I leave here, because I buried a child. I cremated my mom. Their things were still here. Their money was still here. Those things were still here. It did not go with them. My God, like, when you all grasp this concept, like, what you're trying to hold on to, you can't even take it with you when you leave this earth. Most of the time, family members are fighting over it and bickering over it. Like, it is just amazing. But cheerful giving, 100% incentive. Hey. I'm going to give when the Lord tells me to give. I'm not giving out of manipulation or compulsion. When the Lord places it on my heart to give, I'm going to continue to give, because I see the blessing. Yeah, 100-fold. It's some stuff you just can't make up with God. And he's just, he is so worthy to be praised. Ephesians 1:7, the King James Version. In whom we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins according to the riches of his grace. The grace of God. You hear me? Ooh! The grace of God. The grace of God. The grace of God. You all, I hope y'all enjoy your weekend. I hope you find all the reasons that you should be thankful today with a heart of gratitude, thanksgiving. Love. Like, you all don't understand, the cheerful giving is a love. It's a heart posture, loving to give, loving to help others. It's not about you. It's about others. It's not about your ministry. It's about the broken, the homeless, the depressed, the widows, the orphans. Ay, 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 ay. It's not about you.